So my dear friends, welcome to a very new meme update video, although you can't really call it a meme anymore. Indeed, truly it has actually evolved because I've introduced Solana to you a couple of times already. Yes, Solana is really something. There's a background that was revealed in more detail this week, why you might even need Solana. And it's not just a meme like any other, but maybe a meaningful project. We will definitely discuss all of that in today's update video. Also, a big wish has been fulfilled here. I also want to touch on that. But before we start, feel free to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And of course, feel free to rejoin the free Telegram chat and Signal group. And if you want to buy Solana, I'll put the links down in the video description and of course also in the comments for the pre-sale. Point number one, what really needs to be said here. I think I made the very first video where I was still complaining about it. About that, it's called Solana Layer 2 and it lets you Solana out. So you couldn't buy it with Solana. Solana out. So you couldn't buy it with Solana. That has finally been changed. You can now buy it with Solana. It has finally been implemented. It was about time. The pre-sale has now raised over 13 million. So within just a few days, nearly $4 million have been added here. But that's important because why should I call it a Solana Layer 2 without saying, hey, we also offer Solana for purchase. So you can buy the pre-sale with Solana. Important. Absolutely. Very important. It was about time for the concept and I think it's been updated. Again, everything here looks very, very good. It's also important to ask why this might not just be a meme coin, but a project with a future. That has a bit to do with the roadmap. If you take a look here, of course, we have the G bridge, but listings and stuff, everything is already good. But point 3, Solaxy provision, that's an important point. And we saw that this week we had the Trump coin, the Melania coin, all listed on the Solana chain. Especially with Melania, things really started to take off, and that was somewhat foreseeable. That the Solana blockchain is a bit overloaded again. That means no transactions went through, no purchases were made, and the listing, less its launch listing, or you could say less about the listing, where it was launched, suddenly there were videos, hey, I can't use my Phantom wallet, for example, by Melania, even though I've distanced myself a bit from it, but still, it's essentially about providing a layer 2 solution here, that it doesn't get overloaded, or rather one that runs normally, of course. And that's actually what Solana is meant for. Solana is what Solana has urgently needed, a layer 2 that reduces bottlenecks and downtime and even increases speed. It builds on the beauty of Solana and makes it more scalable with the increase in volume, which makes it a clear solution to lead the ecosystem into the future. Makes sense, especially since more and more memes have been launched on Solana. I don't know if that's what was thought earlier, that Solana is becoming a pure meme platform or is only being used for memes, but it's cheap, it can be created quickly and easily, and that's a bit what it's all about in crypto. It just has to be traded. And that's why many people use Solana, and that's why I have mine too. Yes, my opinion about Solana has changed a bit in the last few months because it makes sense in that regard, but the blockchain keeps having issues, and we saw that again this week. That's the only downside I have to mention, and that's why such projects are designed that way. Even if it has a bit of a meme vibe, I think it makes a bit more sense now, and we saw that again this week. And that's the only downside I have to mention here, and that's why such projects are designed that way. Even if it has a bit of a meme vibe, it makes a bit more sense in my opinion now. Still, the rule here is to only invest what you're willing to lose. Staking is still very, very high. If we take a look at that, 288% staking yield. You know what I think about it? I'm not a fan of it. I personally don't do it. I wouldn't stake because you never know. Of course, the percentages are tempting, or if you want to do it, especially now that you can buy with Solana and are the fees maybe a bit lower than with Ethereum. What I think anyway, it's absolute nonsense to always launch everything on Ethereum. Okay. Then just do 50-50%. If you really want to do it. But you have to say that the staking yields are also rapidly going down. The faster it gets sold out, the less staking yields you'll obviously get and stuff like that. And right now, almost 1 million is being pumped into the project every day. You have to mention that as well. So think about it. Otherwise, I'll put the link in the video description below. But this project definitely makes more and more sense to me. Otherwise, that's it from my side. I wish you all a nice day. Take care of yourselves. Sure, yes, as I said, leave a like, leave a subscription. You can buy it down below with the link, and that's it from me. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, ciao, ciao, always. Crazy.